Devastated is an understatement. In what was such a winnable game for the Cleveland Browns, they fall in the final 30 seconds to the Minnesota Vikings, 21-17. I'm your host of the Browns Report, everybody. I'm a diehard Browns fan, which makes this job fun and also makes this job crushing as the host of the Browns Report. Join the channel. Be a part of us, guys. We do watch parties every single week. Win or lose, we're giving you daily Cleveland Browns content. I feel the emotions of all of it. Spam F in the chat right now because the Browns lost. Barely. 4-point game. Just type F right now. Type a quick F in the chat. F in the chat for the Browns. That was a tough one. We got to get to all the storylines, though. The biggest one coming in was, of course, rookie quarterback Dillon Gabriel getting his first start for the Browns in regular season action. It's not the first time he's played for the Browns this season after a couple blowouts where he checked in. But this is what everybody wanted to see. How are you going to fare? DG8. You know, a lot of people saying you're not as good as a third-round pick should be. A lot of people saying he's the better quarterback on the roster. It was time for a quarterback change no matter how you look at it. Flacco's a turnover machine, and that's the thing Gabriel did well today. He did not turn the ball over. Maybe had one dangerous pass, a couple misses, but didn't put us in harm's way. Didn't make it harder for us to win. Did just enough, which is what I said would happen. The offense looked quicker. It looked faster. There was more you can do because of his mobility. 19 of 33. They let him throw 33 times, which is interesting. 190 yards passing. I said he'd get 192. I know baller. What? 2 touchdowns, though. The first one, a 1-yard touchdown pass to Harold Fannin Jr. The second one, much more impressive, to David Njoku. He managed the game well. Did what he could. It wasn't a stellar performance. It's not going to blow you away, knock your socks off. We found the franchise quarterback. We found the next star. No. But he did what I would have wanted him to do, what I asked him to do, what I thought he would do. He's put the Browns not in harm's way, but give him a chance to win this football game when the defense sets it up. Now, they punted a few times, for sure, throughout the game, but as did the Vikings. And so, overall, what I saw from Gabriel, he needs some work. You know, footwork. You can tell there was a little bit of nerves when he was shifting around. Sometimes he just kind of threw it over guys. And honestly, that's better than throwing turnovers like Flacco was doing. But he put the ball in the money in some good spots. Accurate passes, middle of the field. Not really many deep shots to speak of. But again, I didn't tell you to expect deep shots from Gabriel. It's move the ball down methodically, put up 20 points if you can. They put up 17. That's what I saw. Rookie Quinshon Judkins is still a monster, if you didn't realize, or if you forgot. There's a reason I call him Quinshon Judkins. He's a workhorse running back 1 for the Cleveland Browns. Fantasy football owners will love it. Cleveland Browns fans will love it. 110 yards on the ground against that Vikings defense. Nearly average 5 yards a carry once again did Quinshon. He also had a massive touchdown run that they called back due to a holding penalty. Get disciplined, Cleveland. Some costly penalties, again, hurting the Cleveland Browns. But Judkins, he is something to be excited about. He is a bright spot for your Cleveland Browns, folks. Glad to see him running the ball hard and well. David Njoku made a couple plays today. 6 catches for 67 yards, receiving touchdown as well from Dillon Gabriel. I figured the tight ends would be a security blanket, something that will help a rookie quarterback feel a little bit more comfortable. A big target like Njoku, who's hard to cover. And the Vikings were missing Andrew Van Ginkel, maybe their best linebacker. So a couple mismatches created with Njoku and Harold Fannin Jr. Gabriel, both the touchdowns were to tight ends. Glad to see Njoku picking it back up, though. He'd been kind of quiet recently, and it's good to have him in Cleveland as a target for whoever the quarterback is trying to get themselves right. We also gained a lot of subscribers during the stream. We appreciate all you guys being here. If you're here from the stream, welcome, hello. We do daily videos about the Cleveland Browns. Join the party. Hit that subscribe button if you want to join the family. Get content every single day. Learn what the Cleveland Browns are up to, the news, the analysis, the takeaways. We got you covered with everything. And like I said, live watch parties every single week. And we're also lucky enough to be sponsored on today's video. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. And honestly, I'm just so hyped that Cleveland Browns football is back on Sundays. It's harder when they lose, but it's still, as a diehard fan, something I'm going to watch. and I'm big into daily fantasy with Prize Picks. I'm obsessed with it because it makes all the games more entertaining. And before the Browns play, I lock in on all my players in my lineup and their player projections. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. And Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. This is the first week my Prize Picks lineup was incorrect, everybody, because they called back a Quinshon Judkins touchdown that I had in the bag. I had him more than half a touchdown. Isaiah Bond more than half a touchdown. That did not happen. Aiden Hutchinson more than 0.75 sacks. I expect to happen, though. He'll at least get one. So I should have won money. But that's the nature of the sport, folks. You can try to win some, though, if you download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Another young bright spot for the Cleveland Browns. We got to talk about rookie Carson Schlesinger. Man, I've been hyping this kid up for you guys for a long time. There's a reason why. He has a nose for the football. His pursuit is incredible. Wherever it is, whether it's caught by a tight end or running back, quarterback scrambling, in the flat, it's a beeline to wherever the ball carrier is. And Schlesinger, team high 12 tackles today. It's amazing. It's fun to watch. Loved him coming out of UCLA. Like him even more now. A legitimate defensive rookie of the year candidate for the Cleveland Browns, folks. He also had a hit on Wentz on third down to force a punt in the first half. I mean, loved what I saw from Schlesinger. Once again, he's everywhere on the field. Cleveland's defensive line as a whole played relatively well, too. I would like to see a little bit more pressure. Malik Collins, 2 sacks, though. That was big time. It came in clutch time. They just couldn't hold on at the very end. You know, the phrase bend, don't break, they were doing that the whole game to the very last drive where it counted most. 3 minutes left. Carson Wentz leads the Minnesota Vikings all the way down the field. I mean, it's 10-play, 80-yard drive, game-winning touchdown to Jordan Addison. Phenomenal play by Addison. He threw for 236 yards and a touchdown, 102 quarterback rating. Jefferson, of course, did his thing. You can only hope to contain Justin Jefferson. Newsom did a good job on him at points. But the reason the Browns lost this game as a whole, it's not the offense not putting up enough points, which, I don't love putting up 17 points. It's not the defense giving up 21, which, again, there were moments both of them could have done better. I'm not questioning that. But this game was in Cleveland's hands. They had it won. And it's Coach Kevin Stefanski. Play calling, clock management, you screwed over your football team. The Vikings had one timeout left. And for some reason, the Browns line up with an empty backfield on 3rd and 11. When they could have forced the Vikings to burn their last timeout, they have Gabriel throw an incompletion way over the head of Bond, stop the clock for Minnesota. And then, on Minnesota's final drive, guess who called 3 timeouts while the opposing team is driving with the clock running down? The Cleveland Browns burned all 3 of their timeouts on Minnesota's game-winning drive. And you still only had 25 seconds left to play for Gabriel to throw a Hail Mary. What's the sense in that? What's the logic? The Vikings got to keep their one timeout and march all the way down the field while Cleveland stopped the clock for them continuously until there was 25 seconds left. An impossible situation for Gabriel, a rookie quarterback, to move down the field and win in 25 seconds. It's BS. Stefanski's been getting on my nerves a lot lately, play calling wise, now clock management wise. I don't think he's a bad coach, but I think he's a little overhyped as a coach of the Cleveland Browns. A 2-time coach of the year, I don't think he deserved one of those. It's not fair. It's why we lost. And I'm sick of it. As a Browns fan, it's killing me to watch bad play calling consistently. And again, if he were to leave the Cleveland Browns, he'd be probably scooped up in a heartbeat by another team. He has the potential to be a good coach. You can argue he's in the top half of the league, a top 15 coach, maybe for another team. But right now, I have not liked the way he's done things in Cleveland. Who do you blame most for this Cleveland Browns loss? It was so close, a 4-point loss, 21-17. if you had to pick someone to point the blame to in the comment section, let me know down below. Tell me who you're putting this blame on. Like I said, sure, there were moments the offense could have done better. Sure, there was moments the defense could have done better. But as a whole, that should have been enough to win the game. They had it in the bag. They had the lead what felt like most of the time, and Minnesota clutches it up in the final 3 minutes with a game-winning touchdown drive, 80 yards. It's going to be one that stings for a little while, Browns fans. But I'm a positive and optimistic person. I'm not losing hope on the Browns season. This first 5 stretch was as tough as it gets defensive-wise. They got to play Pittsburgh next, and then we can catch a break and play the Miami Dolphins. So whatever happens, we're still here giving you Browns content and news and telling you what to be excited about for the future. Make sure you're subscribed and join the party, folks. We appreciate you all tuning in. If you're a diehard Browns fan and you're still watching right now, that's how I know you're a real one and you love and care about this team just like I do. We're the most loyal fan base in the league. So join the party, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you very shortly here on the Browns Report.